Hello, everybody. So I just want to let you know that. I just came back from church, and let me tell you guys something. God answered my prayer. And I want to let you guys know that I was in the sanctuary at church, and Pastor Craig was preaching the gospel like never before. But it was God's message that was given onto Pastor Craig to give to the church, to give to the world. They created the YouVersion Bible app to reach worldwide to everybody so they can know about the Bible. Guys, let me tell you something. Before Pastor Craig's message, the church was worshiping God, praising God. They had their hands in the sanctuary. They had their hands in the air, and everybody was praising His name, shouting out His name, and all that. I was singing out to His name, and we were all having a good time. Me and my family, everybody else who was there, we were all having a great time. And I know that in heaven, that when you have a great time for God and on earth, in God's name, in His presence, in church, in church, there's no church in heaven. But here on earth there is. And there doesn't need to be no church in heaven because you're in God's presence. And when you're in God's presence in heaven, what's on earth is not in heaven. And what there is in heaven is not on earth. But God can have angels come down to earth and rejoice and celebrate and get excited and sing, praise, and worship God's name. The angels do that in heaven. We can do that here on earth. So after that, there was Pastor Craig's message. The message was about Ruth and the lady in the Bible who was a sinner saved by grace. And let me tell you guys something. If you read the Bible, you will know that the book of Ruth is about a woman who didn't do what the world wanted. She did what God wanted her to do. There's a lot more to the story. If you go to lifechurch.com and you go on YouTube and subscribe to their channel, just type in LC, which is Life Church, and you can go to subscribe to their channel on YouTube and check out their content on that. I'll make a video about it today so you guys can go do that. So Pastor Craig was doing the work of God today on stage. And you know what? They may have been cameras on him, everybody been watching and listening, but the message is there was more members on the church being saved. Not because of the pastor, but because of God. He works in mysterious ways, he works in many ways, and let me tell you guys something, that Pastor Craig is being used by God to get the message across. Just remember that.